Good morning, traders. It's Peter Thompson, Senior Mentor of 1 Billion Signal, sponsored by Merit Forex. It's a new week, guys, and very exciting one for sure. Simply because we have many events on the market. We're gonna start the week a little bit slow due to the public holidays in Japan and China. That would take the volatility away for the first 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. But after that, we have something very, very special, important, something that I'm trying to emphasize on almost every video: the Federal Reserve interest rate decision. So we start the week a little bit slow. The US dollar, something that I would like to emphasize on is the American indices. We see sharp decline for the last couple of days on S&P 500, Nasdaq, Dow Jones. If you go and take a look, but we simply don't have a lot of reasons to see further drop to the downside. Simply because still I want to remind you the inflation is very, very high. Also, the unemployment rate is very, very high. So in order the Federal Reserve to do any actions towards the interest rates, at least Powell says 2 months ago that they have to see low inflation, at least stable on a low level, and of course low unemployment rate, something that's not happening. So logically speaking, right now the Americans are taking the profits because they stopped their stimulus, financial stimulus, and according to the unemployment rate, they still don't want to get back on work. So let's take a look what's going on with the calendar. We start with Monday, actually absolutely nothing. We have after that Tuesday, tomorrow, building permits only for US 12:30 GMT. Wednesday we have existing home sales in US 2 p.m. GMT. Bank of Japan press conference. The Japanese yen is going to be volatile on Wednesday. Crude oil inventories at 2:30 p.m. GMT. Crude oil is probably starting another decline. Pretty possible. We're gonna take a look in about a minute, and of course 6 p.m. GMT, Federal Reserve interest rate decision, the event of the week definitely, and one of the most volatile events in general. 6 p.m. GMT on Wednesday. After that, of course, 30 minutes later, FOMC press conference. Pretty logical event after the interest rates. Thursday, we have composite manufacturing and services PMI for UK 8:30 a.m. Interest rate decision before that, 1 hour before that, 7:30 for Switzerland. Sorry, Bank of England interest rate decision 11 a.m. GMT for UK. Guys, it's gonna be crazy. Initial jobless claims 12:30 GMT USD for United States dollar. In US core retail sales Canada 12:30 GMT, and Friday Powell speech 2 p.m. GMT. New home sales exactly the same time in US. Crazy, absolutely amazing week. As I said, we start slow, but after that definitely we're gonna catch up. So let's take a look what's going on the charts. Euro US dollar in front of us, pushing to the downside. They almost reached the support level 1.17 round number. Very, very clear support level. Quick bounce from here is absolutely possible. I am still remaining bullish on the majors and bearish on the US dollar. Ignoring completely this growth of the US dollar. This is trend of the US dollar, 170 pips for the last 2 weeks, and I think it's caused just by the American indices. GBP USD very similar to the Euro US dollar, just the only difference is a little bit stronger than the US. The GBP reached already the support 1.37, bounce back from here pretty possible, or further down to test 1.3667. Many support levels until we see this market bearish. Australian US, yes, we talked about it. Just compared to the rest of the countries, Australia and New Zealand, just quickly to remind you, are in a good position in terms of COVID, because just the cases there are pretty limited. AUD, we don't have support here, so until the next support of 0.71, I'm just gonna move this one into a new support. By the way, many people are asking me, and yes, I'm remaining bullish on the Australian US dollar, just looking for a good entry level to buy the Australian dollar. But definitely I think the Australian dollar is going to be very, very potential trade in the upcoming weeks. New Zealand US, similar, stronger than the Australian 0.7025. No support level here, so the next support is 0.6942. Until then, I'm not touching the New Zealand dollar or break out of this level and further upward to push to the to test 0.7239. I just can't wait to go to the crude because recently this became one of my favorite instruments for trading. Crude is trying to push down $1.7 per barrel, and we are getting closer to I wouldn't say significant minor support, $70.58 per barrel. We can even take this line here and put it here around this level, 70.73 per barrel is a good support level. If the price managed to break out this level, we can see 67, 93, 65 still remaining bearish on the crude. Doesn't matter, and this push $10-11 because we've got pretty similar here, and push to the downside after that heavy push to the downside for less than two weeks. We have discussed on the previous video that we can see breakout of the resistance, and after that push, here we go, pretty similar price action. So from here we definitely can see push to the downside. USD CAD, Canadian dollar, is performing bad for now. USD Canadian is pushing up. Weak Canadian dollar combined with strong US dollar, this is the result. But still, if you zoom out, you're going to see insanely bearish trend here on USD CAD. Still, we don't have confirmation of bullish trend of the US dollar. That's why I just wait for good entry on the USD Canadian to the downside as well. USD Swiss franc actually pushed over the resistance 0.9296. Interest rate decision, quickly to remind you, on Thursday about the Swiss franc, so it's gonna bring volatility for sure. So it's a little bit mixed here. The market is a bit mixed. The price action is going up and down. If you see, there is no pretty clear situation, but the Swiss franc and Japanese yen are considered the safe haven currencies, guys. So within the time, in a long term, they are going up compared when we have a crisis and when we have economical problems compared to the rest of the currencies. So that's why USD Swiss could be a very good bearish opportunity soon. USD Japanese, pretty crazy, guys. Just it's sleeping, literally going up and down and up and down, absolutely ranging in, still keeping these boundaries 110.70, 109.70, crazy. And that's why I just leave the USD Japan for the time when it gets out of this boundaries, either breakout of this support, either breakout of this resistance. Depends what the market is going to say. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Really hope you enjoyed these videos. Of course, don't forget to share us and like us on the social medias. We appreciate that because this is how you help our channel to grow. Subscribe, and of course turn on the notifications. If you have any questions, you know how to do it. Stay updated. Bye bye for now.